now we need to be entertained. We got enough problems.
What's up, guys? Claymore back here with another one of his awesome takes. And here we go, going into NFL Week 2. Going into maybe protest part 2. Personally, as we get along in the season, I'll tell you exactly what I think is really going on with these protests and how it really and truly connects with what the NFL is trying to do in the false narrative. But first, let's talk about something right quick. Alejandro Villanueva is in trouble again. Now, if you guys understand Alejandro Villanueva, he is the one player back in 2017 in that game between Pittsburgh and Tennessee who came out to honor the flag. Well, Alejandro is a former Army Ranger, Bronze Star winner too. Now, anybody who's a veteran like him understands why he came out. But once again, we got people who are upset because instead of putting on the back of his helmet the name of a victim of systemic racism, he chose to put the name of a fallen comrade, a fallen veteran who happens to also be African American. Are you guys starting to figure out the hypocrisy here with the NFL? Have y'all starting to figure it out? Let's take a look.
To honor a fellow soldier, he displayed the name of African American Army Sergeant who was killed while fighting in Iraq. Royce Jones joins us now with a closer look at this. Royce.
Ken, when Villanueva walked on the field last night, there was a name on his helmet, like you mentioned, except it wasn't Antoine Rose Jr. It was the name of a fallen war hero. Here's what Tomlin said.
I think it needs no further explanation in terms of our support for Al Villanueva or anyone else in terms of what they do or doesn't do in regards to social justice.
Monday night, Steelers tackle Alejandro Villanueva had fans squinting at their screens when he wore this name, Army Sergeant Alwyn Cash. In 2005, Cash's unit was ambushed in Iraq. Cash helped save all of his fellow soldiers from burning wreckage. Cash later died from his injuries. He was given the Silver Star, but there has been a campaign to have his medal upgraded to the Medal of Honor, the nation's highest award for valor. Villanueva himself is a former Army Ranger.
Go back to how I opened this piece. I got a fan who is saying we need to be entertained right now. All right? That's the point of this. It's the point of the NFL. It's the point of sports, period, is to bring people together. All right? Listen to what he had to say at the beginning. But then we get this a former Steelers player, Ryan Clark, a guy who ran his mouth last Friday. I'm sorry I didn't actually, get up on things right away. You see, here at the Claymore channel, the Power Card channel, I like to allow news to accumulate a little bit further before I decide to put something out, so that way I got my bases covered. If I don't have my bases covered, I'll probably get busted for it, and rightfully so I should. But here's Ryan Clark talking about, standing for one anthem and not for the other. All right? Which I think is pretty daggone divisive, but I'm going to let you guys kind of see it and figure it out for yourselves. Go ahead and roll clip 3, 4, whatever.
This was about total unity and avoiding divisiveness at any cost. Because to me, it makes a statement if you stand for one anthem and you kneel for another. It's saying that this is where we believe the society needs to go. And this anthem says and speaks about where we used to be and where this country is supposed to be for everybody. But it is not. One guy kneel. There wasn't any division there. There wasn't any statement made there. Other than end racism in the end zone, there wasn't a ton done by the NFL to say, you know what, we're going to demonstrate, we're going to protest, we're going to stand up for social justice, we're going to stand up in the fight against racism. It wasn't that type of night.
RC, you're not paying attention. There was a statement there, and it didn't just say end racism. I want you to go back to something really quick. I want you to look at that whole stadium, okay? What did it say, RC? You see vote all over the place. NFL saying vote. Now, it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. If you're going to vote for Donald Trump, you're going to vote for Joe Jorgensen, you're going to vote for Joe Biden. Okay? We're not at that stage yet, okay? We're getting there. But see, the NFL's injecting politics into the game, and BLM is throwing their ideology in our face. That's the problem, all right? And it's a false ideology, which we'll get to at a later date, at later times, maybe even come back to it in this video. But why don't you go back to George Floyd's funeral? The entire funeral, Obama went up there, vote, vote, vote. I mean, is this really the appropriate time, man, to bring it up voting and bring it up the election is during a funeral? You got Al Sharpton, another slimy piece of trash if you ask me. He's over there running his mouth too. And why is Sharpton at every funeral to begin with, all right? Why is he at every high-profile killing? He ain't at one of them funerals in Chicago for one of them kids who gets killed every weekend. I mean, there's a lot of hypocrisy here. Let's keep this thing going, all right? Next clip.
They're booing because you're doing stuff for black people. They're booing because you are saying that police brutality, social injustice against that community is wrong. That's why they're booing. Not because y'all linked up, not because white players are hanging out with black players and they see things the same way. It's about the thing you see the same way. It's about the injustices that they are incurring because of the way that this country sees a certain color of skin bothers them that you care. Because if y'all linked up for breast cancer, they're going to clap. If you link up for autism, they're going to clap. If you link up to pay homage or to say and honor veterans, they're going to clap.
RC, what a terrible take, man, especially from a guy who normally sounds smart. You know what I'm saying? Normally you do. But in this case here, you just look like a simple-minded idiot. RC, here's the thing. Breast cancer patients. Well, we can get behind that there because breast cancer is life-threatening, all right? Okay, BLM is out there threatening people's lives with riots in the streets, forcing their BS ideology down everybody's throat, attacking old people in the streets. I guess you don't watch the news. Okay, autism. Yeah, I'm about supporting people who've got autism. You know what I'm saying? They're born with that condition. Now, I understand people are born with their race or color, but people who are born with autism, they're already at kind of a disadvantage. By the way, autism will be another topic later on down the road, so please stay tuned for that there. Veterans. Well, you know, Ron, it's because of veterans, dude. It's because of guys who fought for this country, guys who died for this country. That also includes men and women, black, brown, white, Hispanic, Asian, doesn't matter. Because, see, in America, we're a melting pot, and we all are together here, okay? The problem I got with this take here is that these same people you just said, especially the veteran part, that last one, these are here the same people who fought for your dumb ass to be able to do what it is you do. We're not telling you to stand or anything like that. We're asking you to. It's about respect, RC. Now, let me end with this right here, because this right here is the most important thing. I love football, okay? But I love my country more. I love sports in general, but I love my country more. All right? I love it a lot more. Your ratings are down 30% from last year, okay? They were down the year before that right there. It's because everything's going woke, and it's because of stupid idiot takes like yours. Now, like I said, the last thing I say tonight, we can live without the American athlete. Yes, we can. We can live without the American athlete. We don't need you. If you ain't going to entertain us, we don't need you. Remember, we pay you salary. What we can't live without is we can't live without the American soldier. We can't live out with the U.S. Marine. We can't live out with the U.S. sailor, airman, and coastie. We can't live without our military. Something else, too, we can't live without our first responders. We can't live without our doctors, and we cannot live without our nurses. But we damn sure can live without a bunch of whiny, crying millionaires, spoiled rotten, running their mouth, trying to spread a fake friggin' ideology. And we damn sure can live without ESPN running their mouth and trying to lecture us. That's Claymore, guys. If you like my content, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share these videos. Please get the word out. And I will see you guys later. Take it easy.